Hello my friends, this is Professor Python. Today I show you how you can use itertools to change a nested for loop to a single for loop. So this has several advantages. It's easy to exclude some variables from the for loop, and it's cleaner syntax. This is the best practice. Instead of using, let's say, 10 for loops, you can just use one for loops using this itertools functionality. So let's say we have some function of 3 variables and it just print the parameters. Now, you might have some code which looks like this. So you have 3 or maybe 10 for loops where you run through different parameters of the variable and then you run some function. So this is very common in machine learning when you have to run through different set of parameters. So you want to try all the parameters and so you write the for loop. And the problem here is, let's say you want to exclude one of the parameters, so let's say you want to exclude P2. Then you have to re-indent the for loops because of Python indenting. So that's not very efficient. Much more efficient way is to use itertool package, which will create this all possible variants of mixing different variables together. So here we executed our 3 for loops. We have all the possible values of the function. Now let's see how we can do it in clean way using itertools. So we import itertools. We create lists of parameters we want to run our function on. So we have here 3 lists of parameters. And now we use itertools product function. And on the first line, we take all the variables, so P1, P2, P3, because it develops a tuple. So itertools product returns a tuple. So we can just run the same function using this one for loop. We see how it's done here. Let's run it. And we see the results exactly the same. So second version is much better to use in your code. It's cleaner and this is the best practice instead of using nested loops.